corporate briefing session. Atlas Insurance Limited. Let me introduce our officials. We have got Babar Mahmood Mirza, the Chief Executive Officer of the company, Mr. Mohammad Asim Gul, he is the Chief Financial Officer of the company, and myself, Mohammad Afzal, Company Secretary. Babar Saab will give the presentation and will take your questions after the presentation.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome to the corporate briefing session of Atlas Insurance. I would like to start with a little bit of history because Atlas Insurance carries such rich history that it would not be fair enough to not let you go with a little bit of history. The company.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Babar Saab. Is it possible for you to keep the mic closer to you? थोड़ा echo आ रहा है आवाज में.
The company is it okay with you now?
जी, it is. Thank you.
The company was founded in 1934 by Dr. Sir Allama Muhammad Iqbal, and at that the company was known as Muslim India Insurance Company. At the moment, the shareholding of the company with the group is 75.33% with Shirazi Investment, which is basically engaged in the businesses of real estate, warehousing, and investments in capital market, and was founded in 1962. Atlas Foundation has 2.75%, which was founded in 1986, and the foundation has played its role in promoting professional education, contribution in health facilities, and it's a non-profit organization. Coming over to the vision of Atlas Insurance, Alhamdulillah, it's a first-class insurance company that provides the highest level of quality service to its policyholders. The mission being to stay in the forefront of innovation and technological developments, to continue to achieve corporate success, provide its policyholders quality products and service to their satisfaction, promote interest of all stakeholders, employees, shareholders, reinsurers, and business associates, equitably fulfilling demand of overall social responsibility. For that, Atlas Insurance, Alhamdulillah, maintains its strong position among the leading general insurance companies in the market, which we continuously show commitment to clients, offering diversified products and unique and attractive features through wide network of branches, which in total are 30 in the country at the moment. Atlas Insurance also enjoys a window takaful operation, which was incorporated in 2016 with license from SCCP and is supervised by a certified and experienced Sharia advisor. At the moment, Alhamdulillah, the rating of Atlas Insurance is AA+ by Pakra, and which denotes a very strong capacity to meet policyholders and contract obligations. Let's go through with the timeline. It's a very rich timeline, I would say. It's founded in 1934 by Sir Dr. Allama Muhammad Iqbal with the name of Muslim India Insurance Company. Then in 48, it was renamed to Muslim Insurance Company. Then in certain other ways, it's where we can skip to in 2006, it was rebranded to, in 1980, it was acquired by Atlas Group. And in 2006, Atlas Insurance Limited was named as converted from Muslim Insurance Company. In 2010, we basically had 1 billion milestone in gross premium written. Then in 2016, we commenced window takaful operations. In 2022, we achieved a milestone of 5 billion gross premium written and contribution. In 2022, we were rated as AA+. In 2023, we achieved a landmark achievement of 1 billion profit after tax. And in 2024, we achieved 1 billion in underwriting profit for the company. And in 2025, Alhamdulillah, we crossed 10 billion milestone in liquidity. So these were some of the timeline that basically were achieved during the course of our operations. Alhamdulillah, the strength of the company lies with strong financial base, strong liquidity, and we carry one of the highest underwriting profit in the industry. Likewise, efficient claims handling, competent and professional management, uh, coupled with reinsurance arrangement with leading reinsurers of the world. Our values are based on Atlas Way, which includes transparency, integrity, and honesty, respect, recognition, and reward, organization development through self-development, and we emphasize a lot on training and professional development, and likewise, it's a corporate, and so we have corporate and social responsibility and teamwork. Coming over to the rating and rewards of Atlas Insurance, Alhamdulillah, as I told you before, it's AA plus. However, for the awards, it's we have achieved 8 times Best Corporate Report Award through ICAP and ICMAP. 6 times we have achieved South Asian Federation of Accountants as Best Presented Accounts Award. Likewise, we've got 4 times as highest underwriting profitability award and also KSC Top 25 Companies Award. Alhamdulillah, at the moment we are running through certificate of merit by the joint committee of ICAP and ICMAP for 6 years time. As far as all the insurance companies are concerned, we run through a lot of key risks, which basically that we have to cover. We have to make sure that we are not being run over by them. Some of the major ones are underwriting risks, claim risks, reinsurance risks, catastrophe risk. Then we've got reinvestment risks, and some of the operational risks. Uh, the good thing about Atlas Insurance is that we have ample customized services and solutions to better facilitate our clients, running through fire and allied perils, from marine and hull to public liability, from machinery breakdown, likewise from property, engineering, marine, miscellaneous, health. I mean, we are doing all lines of businesses apart from life, obviously. Uh, all these lines of businesses are obviously we need to have a very strong reinsurance protection program, and the reinsurance protection program are being held by Swiss Re, Hanover Re, Tokyo Marine, Sompo Japan, and Malaysian Re. And some of the following reinsurers also, which are all A-rated reinsurers. The most important thing for us is that we need to have relationship with these reinsurers in a very good way, and it runs through decades that we have been working with them, and we have no problems whatsoever has happened in the industry or with the company in terms of claims or in terms of coverages that we wanted to have or in terms of capacities that we wanted to have. So Alhamdulillah, the relationship is extremely strong with all the reinsurers. Coming over to the window takaful operations, likewise, we carry the same lines of businesses in window takaful operations also, and over here also we've got re-takaful protection from Swiss Re, Labari, and other all A-rated reinsurers on this in window takaful operations as well. Coming over to the major sectors that we are giving services. Some of the sectors that are outlined over here as automobile, textile. We are into fertilizer also. We are into refinery as well, financial institution, agriculture, cement, paper and packaging, sugar, power plants. So across the country, Alhamdulillah, We are covering all sorts of risks, and we are basically helping the organizations in a very befitting way. Likewise, our geographical presence is across Pakistan. From Peshawar to Karachi, we've got 30 branches across. Coming over to the financials of the company, as highlights, gross premium and contribution for year 2025, we've done 8.3 billion. Underwriting profit, which is among the highest in the market, is rupees 1.2 billion. Investment income to rupees 2.08 billion. Profit before tax at rupees 3.39 billion. Profit after tax at rupees 2.07 billion. Equity at rupees 10.9 billion. Investments at rupees 16.05 billion. Total assets of the company stands at rupees 24.366 billion and cash dividend of 85%. As of 6-year performance at a glance, I would like to highlight a few financial data over here. It's the paid up capital in 2020. It was 849 million, and now it stands at 1.49 billion. Equity at in 2020 it was 4.77 billion, and now it stands at 10.9 billion. Likewise, investments at that time it was in 2020 it was 6.229 billion, and now it stands at rupees 16.05 billion. And total assets of the company were 9.66 billion, and now they stand at 24.36 billion. Coming into the operating data of the conventional side of Atlas Insurance, our gross premium revenue has jumped from 3.046 billion in 2020 to 7.05 billion in 2025. Likewise, underwriting results have done from 599 million to 1.205 billion in 2025. Likewise, profit before tax now is 900. It was in 2020 at 907 million, and now it's 3.39 billion. Whereas profit after tax used to be in 2020 at 645 million, and now it stands at 2.076 billion. So Alhamdulillah, the company has fared really well. It's churning out the profits. It's also increasing its presence in the market and also increasing the profitability for the shareholders. Coming over to the window takaful operations, the surplus PTF before tax in 2020 it used to be 27 million, and now it's 95.8 million. Whereas profit OPF before tax 44.5 million, and now it stands at 122.7 million. Coming over to the financial ratios, which the most important one being the combined ratio at the end of the table. It used to be 70.4 in 2020, and now it's in 2025 it's 69.6%, which shows that Alhamdulillah, the company has been doing equally good across all the years since 2020 to 2025. These are the graphical representations of various comparison. 6 years performance at a glance is gross premium and net premium in the first graph. Then the second one is underwriting profit and investment income. The third one is the profitability, and the fourth one is profit after tax and the dividends. Coming over to this slide, it's variance analysis. It's comparison of 2024 to 2025. Alhamdulillah, the investments have increased by 34% from 11.9 billion to 16.05 billion. And likewise, total assets of the company have risen by 25% from 19.4 billion to 24.366 billion. Likewise, equity of the company uh, has increased by 35% from 8.167 billion to 10.985 billion. This is the variance analysis for profit and loss account. Uh, Alhamdulillah, the net insurance premium has increased by 23% over last year to 3.54 billion, and likewise underwriting results have increased by 16% from 1.034 billion to 1.205 billion. Likewise, investment income has shown an increase by 10%, 1.89 billion in 2024, and now it's 2.079 billion. Coming over to the profit before tax, Alhamdulillah, the company has done by 9% from 3.111 billion to 3.393 billion, and profit after tax by 10% from 1.888 billion to 2.076 billion. Earning after tax per share from 12.64 to 13.9. So Alhamdulillah, the company has paid really well over the last 6 years. Even if we compare over the last year also, the company has done extremely well. But however, I mean, if you look into the outlook of the company, we will definitely deliver consistent results for all the stakeholders and shareholders. We shall continue doing whatever is better for the company. We shall have good relationship with the reinsurers, with the clients. We shall, inshallah, grow. The most important thing with Atlas Insurance is the philosophy that we underwrite risks. The most important thing being that we do risk management. We continue, I mean, the results automatically show that the risk management has been part and parcel of our underwriting core team. Likewise, claim settlement positions have been extremely well. The confidence of the market has been extremely well on the company. So, Alhamdulillah, the company has been growing in a very good way. Likewise, is the recent war in the Gulf. Whereas in most of the insurance companies, they stopped writing war business in marine part of the business. We had our reinsurers on our back. We had reinsurers on our back, and they continued supporting us. And some of the clients like PRL, Shell, Total, they continued their shipments through Strait of Hormuz or from Red Sea or from Fujairah also. So the most important thing that basically was that to continue supporting our clients, continue having good relationship with the reinsurers, continue with the strength that the company will grow in the years to come and will bring in profits for the shareholders, look after the stakeholders also, and also for the employees themselves. So I end up with Kasbe Kamal Kun ke Aziz Jahan Shavi. Success is loved by everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Baba Saab. The forum is open for questions now. First, we will take the questions which are appearing in the chat box. The first one is from RA Academy. He wants to ask, among all the risks you mentioned, which one you think will impact the company most?
It would be its impact means coming from the claim side. It's I mean the most high risk that we carried that was in 2026. That was the war risk that we did for certain clients, and that was, yes, very difficult, wherein it's most of the companies could not bring in this cover. However, we had the arrangements done, and we had very little on our net retention, but then it was mainly being reinsured. Coming over to other impact, catastrophe risks are definitely over there. Floods being one of the part in Pakistan's arena. Likewise, earthquakes. Though the earthquakes they're bringing huge losses, but the floods being somewhere where we have to look into that the agri products are not disturbed. Likewise, the some of the clients that have premises where the flood affected areas can happen. So those are the areas that we actually look into it, that we are well covered. We have catastrophe covers also from Swiss Re and Hanover Re, so we are alhamdulillah very much covered over there.
Next question is from Mr. Humayun Iftikhar Raja. He's asking, what is the proportion of Islamic takaful versus conventional insurance in your business?
This is the 15% we are having the takaful business in our top line as of 2025.
Hamza Hassan from Chase Securities is asking, how much percentage of investments on balance sheet pertains to operators fund?
Actually, the investments related to Atlasinsurance is totally separate as compared with the investments of the operator fund. Operator fund is the takaful, which is separate entity and being managed through the Atlasinsurance. And takaful is having its own portfolio and its own avenues for the investments. Both are the different windows.
Basically, the company's investment portfolio size as at 31st December was 16 billion, and almost majority pertains to conventional business, and the takaful portion is quite negligible as compared to the overall portfolio size. Hamza Hassan from Chase Security is asking, how much of the gross premium is ceded to reinsurance generally?
It would actually depend on what line of business we are working on. If you consider property, then it goes to around 40 to 50%. Then in motor, we retain most of the risks. In marine, again, we retain most of the risks. And obviously, these retentions are also covered by the reinsurers, which is a separate cover. And likewise for engineering also, it's we cede around 60 to 70% to the reinsurers.
Our Academy is asking, in the first quarter, ended March 2026, the income did well. Will it continue in the next quarter? Basically, what we did, when the market was trading high in the first quarter, particularly in January, so we thought we should realize partial gains on certain equity securities where we thought valuation had exceeded the fundamentals. So that was the basic reason why the investment income in the first quarter appreciated considerably as compared to the corresponding quarter. Forward, it all depends on the market situation. We will analyze the situation and decide from time to time what we need to do with regards to realization of capital gain. The other component of the investment income is dividend income, which we feel it would be in accordance with what we had budgeted. So it will depend on the timings of such dividends in the future. Hamza Hassan from Chase Security is asking, which sector causes higher claims?
Sorry?
He is asking which sector causes higher claims. Segment, he means to say which segment?
Yeah, it would actually depend. It's at the moment we've got a gross claims ratio of around 33%, but then it's mostly the claims would occur Motor carries at around 42 to 43%. Then property stands at around 31%. Marine at around 16%. So it varies from various portfolios, whereas the gross claims ratio for the company stood at 32 or 33%.
So we
Afzal,
have addressed.
Suhail Saab is asking something that he has raised.
Ji Sohail Saab ji.
Ji, Assalamu alaikum. Sir, I just have three questions. First, when we look at our insurance business, I think 35, 36, 37% of our business comes from our associated companies. Now, this gives us a lot of comfort in terms of claims and all, but it might have a limiting factor on our growth going forward. Can you talk a little bit about the competitive landscape and how you plan to target this third-party business?
Yeah. I mean, if we look back into maybe 6 or 8 years back, it's the group business amounted for more than around 50% of whatever we underwrote. But then, I mean, if you look into the combined ratio of the company, it stood 6 years back the same at 70.5%, and now it is around 69.5%. So, what we are trying to say over here is that wherever we get into, whatever we do, it's based on risk management, as I explained earlier, and we will not leave anything stone unturned. That it has to be based on risk management perspective. So in that way, it's what we need to see. The very first thing, what industry we are going to, uh, what group we are going to, what risk we are going to underwrite, how is the survey report, and what are the sum insureds for the company. So, I mean, we have to, the underwriters have to really work very hard to underwrite any risk. So, I mean, the emphasis has been on the same thing, and that is why you are seeing that the combined ratio, even though the group business was at around 50% in that time, maybe around 47%, but now it is reduced around 32, 33%. But then the combined ratio has been the same. So Alhamdulillah, I mean, it's the systems are working. The people. Uh, One thing that I wanted to emphasize, rather, I should have told you earlier, that we are sending around 14 people. 14 people are being trained from Swiss Re. So, I mean, what we do is that every person in Atlas Insurance should be trained from our reinsurers and know their perspective, how to underwrite, what to do in different situations. So we are putting a lot of effort into their trainings, retrainings, and likewise, we've got training programs within the company as well. So Alhamdulillah, I mean, it's a very structured plan that we carry. And till now, I mean, if you look into the company, they work on the volumes for the premium to underwrite, whereas we are not running for the volumes. We are worried for good quality business to be underwritten.
Thank you, sir. You mentioned that the regional conflict could have a cost on your risk transfer and can have a resultant impact on margins. Are you seeing that play out?
No, I didn't say that it's going to
So this was
hurt.
mentioned in your director's report. I should clarify that.
Yeah, I mean, it was basically that if marine part was going to be hit badly, and if that conflict would basically come into Pakistan as well, and those repercussions would have had a bad course of action in Pakistan. So obviously, whenever a war happens, may Allah forbid that it happens in Pakistan. But I mean, if it happens, then obviously we have to look into the things that we are very well covered. And obviously, there's a force majeure, the government will take over the things, but then obviously the business will be interrupted. However, coming over to the Gulf conflict at the moment, uh, the most that we had was the shipping industry. That was the shipments that we had from the Gulf, all oil shipments. Those were hampered, but then Alhamdulillah, we got them covered through reinsurers, and there was a very small stake on the net retention of the company.
Sir, I believe recently SECP has mandated a minimum paid up capital for the insurance industry. I think it's 1.5 billion for 2028 and 2 billion for 2030. We are just short of this 1.5 billion number, and I think because of the tax on bonus, that avenue is also gone. So will we look to issue rights to meet this minimum?
We have grant for this, and for this purpose, in this annual general meeting, we obtained the consent of the shareholders to increase our authorized capital. And we are in this process to increase our authorized capital, and definitely in the coming years, this is the board prerogative how to deal with this, and hope so for the good, and inshallah we will meet the SSCP's requirement in future within the time limits.
Okay. Thank you so much and all the best for the future.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Ji Afzal?
I don't think there are any other questions other than the one which was asked in the chat earlier. The participant was asking which segment has higher claim ratio.
That I have already answered.
Yes, Babar Sahib has.
Acha, okay.
Yeah.
Then there are no more questions then.
Well, I mean, if there is anything that we can answer, we are open to take any questions. Okay.
Okay, ji. Thank you all the participants. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Allah.